Hello, hello, podcast people. We are
Hello.
attempting to figure out this TikTok thing. And yeah, so y'all missed a little bit of a rant about technology and how AI is sentient and hates Harley. She did not start speaking in binary, so we
AI
do
is
have that going
sentient,
for
and
us.
God, I really hope it's not sentient. We're all fucked.
It's not sentient
It is
yet.
completely sentient. Look at this shit.
Not yet.
That's why you're nice to the technology.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot feed my daughter who likes to yell "shut up" at the bot in the kitchen that I use as a timer. I can say,
Don't you have a timer on your stove or your microwave?
you act like I use those. So much easier when I could just say, how long the timer needs to be for, and it does it. This isn't, the early 2000s.
Can you guys open your
late 1900s?
Can you guys open your TikTok app? Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Can y'all try to go open TikTok on your phone and see if it's fucking decided that it's approved you? Because it approved me like instantly.
Okay. Hang on. How do I know?
Go into TikTok Studio.
Go to
Oh, I don't have that on my
no,
phone.
go to
I have it on my computer.
No, you don't have to go to TikTok Studio. All you need to do is open your messages, and it should let you know
Mm-hmm.
if it was. It should give you if you open system notifications, it'll give there's a notice, and it'll say live notices, live studio application approved.
Nope, I don't have that yet.
I don't either.
Okay, all right. So we're just gonna do the same shit we did last week. Fuck technology.
Okay.
It wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna completely cut this part out.
Okay.
I'm turning on TikTok live. Hold on. Okay. All right. Yay. TikTok live is started. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Chaos Connections listeners. So, Harley here. I'm gonna pretend the last 2 minutes didn't happen, and instead we're just gonna happily move along. Our attempt to do a live with I'm so stupid. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I can't record on my phone. All right. We're good. We're good. This is being broadcast live on not YouTube. Jesus Christ. It's being broadcast live on TikTok. And if you would like to catch us on TikTok, you can follow mine or Rain or Raven. We will have our socials updated very soon for you. And now my phone isn't even working. This is great. I hate you, technology.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do that. Oh, didn't want to do that.
I have no idea what she's doing, folks.
I don't either. I don't see her anywhere though. Oh, she is.
I can still see her.
No, on TikTok.
On the TikTok.
Okay, hang on.
Okay. Now how do I change the fucking layout?
You make sure you don't forget to mute you.
No, stop it.
Okay,
Okay.
there you are.
I don't know how to change the boxes. So
Change the boxes.
whatever. Mute
Okay, so
No.
today,
mute your
Hold on.
mute your phones. We're getting echo.
Raven, click on your profile on little screen on Tikimi Talks and then mute yourself there.
yeah, I already did.
Okay, well, a second ago you didn't. So, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about today?
So, I don't even know how to fucking hold on. Let me.
So this episode is supposed to be on how to maintain friendships and relationships as an adult, which, by the way, is hard as fuck and it sucks. And then you have moments like this where you're in business with your friends and technology is working against you and you're fighting with technology for like an hour and then you just want to scream into the void because fucking hell, everything's working against you. And
That's how I sometimes.
Yes,
it's turning.
It's probably gonna be cut because I'm in charge of editing. But for about 2 solid minutes at the beginning of this recording is Harley bitching up a storm because technology sucks everyone. All right, I'm not gonna say anymore.
Right?
I don't want TikTok to. I just want to hug technology so tight.
Yes, so tightly.
Because
around the neck.
Right.
last week
Until it sleeps.
Last week it got when I was joking about driving over to you guys and like being really angry at you for doing the scary coin Illuminati shit. TikTok sent me a big message, like a big message popped up on my screen. It was like, hey, that's actually that's not following community standards. And I was
That's
like,
not cool. No.
I forgot. And what's great about that is I gave a pep talk to the co-host, Rain and Raven, about what topics and things to avoid on the TikTok live. And then I did exactly what I told them not to do. Because I'm Harley.
Yes, you did.
Hi. All right, yeah. So today we're
think the rules don't apply to our schools. That's true.
I'm a brat. Rules don't apply to me. Okay. All right. So yes. So the topic to really, really bullet point it for you is making time as an adult, as a woman, as a mom, as a
person,
working mom, as a person, is how to make time to spend with your friends. And if you have been following the podcast for any amount of time, you know that is going to circle back to something that we regularly bring up, and that is self-care. Because taking time out taking time to spend with your friends, that is self-care. It is taking the time to connect with other adults and just spend time with people your own age and that you actually have something in common with, and not just the fact that your kids go to the same daycare. Oh my God, Susie, I love the cardigan. No.
So what's super funny about this is not knowing obviously my parents do not listen to this podcast, and I really hope they never find it. Because
I will be written out of any will and disowned and probably
my
put
dad
in the garden.
My dad would probably think it'd be hilarious, but at the same time doesn't even know that. But my but he sent a meme to my mom and I in a group chat, and it says, sometimes the only therapy you need is talking to your daughter, and sometimes you need therapy because you talk to your daughter. And it's true about all friendships, not just familial ties.
for sure.
Because there's times that we drive each other fucking nuts, and I'm talking about the three of us on that you can hear our voices. We drive each other completely batshit crazy.
Yep.
And then there's times
It's a short trip.
It is.
And then there's times I'm having a day. I need one of my people.
I'm just
Having a
sharing
day.
out
I
my
need one of my people. And then
yeah.
you have that.
Yeah.
You have that rant, and then you're like, okay, I could go in and face my family and not kill them.
Yeah. No, you know what's
Yeah.
funny is about the family member thing. First I had the horrible notification that my oldest, who is a boy, my son, found my TikTok page.
Oh, fun.
And if
Hearing
you
it with the audio you use.
if you have seen any of my TikToks, they're
Oh, he got more than he bargained for.
full of innuendo.
No, they're just flirty.
They're full of innuendo. So I had to message him and I was like, please don't follow that page. It's my business podcast page. And he I felt so bad because he immediately thought that he had done something wrong. And so he apologized. I was like, no, you're not doing anything wrong. I'm telling you not to do that to spare you the trauma. But then one of my sisters found my Harley Instagram page and started following that. And Instagram lets you do what MySpace used to do, and that is you can have a song play when someone comes and visits your page. Well,
Oh boy.
Well, we know.
my latest ear candy is Playful Devotion and Unholy
No.
Flame Collective. And so I have a Playful Devotion song as my music song, my song for my Instagram page. And I was like, oh, I really hope she doesn't play this with the kids around because they're going to learn all sorts of new words. But
Thanks, Aunt Harley.
yeah, no, but spending time with friends is important. And like what's funny is I'm going to fill the listeners / viewers / observers in, and the three of us, we have, in case you missed our coming back episode, we've all had a rough little go at it. And unfortunately, in the process of that, we have fallen out of the habit of connecting with each other. And it's I don't know how to convey how strongly we advise against doing that. Abandoning your social ties, abandoning your village, because it is you literally you isolate yourself and you feel alone, and you're miserable because you feel alone, but you're alone because you're not reaching out to your tribe.
You're not reaching out to your there's a dog. You're not reaching out to your
Hi,
tribe
Washburn.
because you're like,
What
you
is
don't
it,
want to be
buddy?
a burden to them, even though it's literally we're a burden to each other. That's the whole freaking point. We make each other laugh in the process.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
the couple times that I did catch Harley on the phone, and she said the typical thing you say when you're depressed. I threw that back at her. I was like, but you tell me to call you if I ever need anything. Why is it different for you? And then of course she brought it because it's Harley and it was early in the morning. She was mad that Duncan didn't get her order right.
You know what it is? Is like sometimes, when you're already in a bad mood, so your tolerance is already just rock bottom, but then something minute just like really gets under your skin and causes you to overreact in a negative way because you're already pissed off. That's how I end up feeling. That's how I end up feeling because, yeah, Rain called me and I went on a rant about my Dunkin' Donuts coffee order. It was that was the least of my problems. But it was It was what my laser
It was
focus was.
it was what was front and center at that moment, and trying to get that through your depressed head. And this is for anybody who struggles with depression or any other neurospiciness.
Mental spiciness.
Mental fuckery, just fuck that shit. Anyway, is your tribe is there, and even though you can reach out and we can reach out, but I have a saying, and I have started applying it to a lot of things. I am done waterboarding horses, is what I like to say.
Yes.
And what that means is I am tired of leading a horse to water and then trying to force the bitch to drink.
Yeah.
So therefore, I am not waterboarding horses anymore.
Yep. No, and sometimes you gotta tuck your tail in and come and be like, I'm sorry that I was so AWOL for a while. That I was AWOL because I was pissy. Which isn't that's not too far off my normal beaten path. Now that I think about it,
no, normally you're more comical about it. With what was going on, you were not comical about it. You were literally just piss and vinegar.
Yeah. No, that's when you know what's funny.
If there are random freaking claws that come into the view, it's because Witchkin 2 is getting ready for a dance and she has her nails on now.
No, what's funny
I thought you were talking about Washburn.
Raven, thank you so much for keeping up with the chat on TikTok, because I kind of neglect it. But
no, this is what I do. Like I work with a lot of people that are neurodivergent or have ADHD, and so when we're on calls, they cannot keep up with the call and the chat, and somehow I can. So that's just the role I fall into.
I appreciate it.
And now we know what her role is when it comes to TikTok Live.
Yeah. No, no, it is important to make time for friends, and like it's always important to engage in self-care in as many aspects as you can. Mind you, we are not saying to neglect all other obligations.
Self-care is not, the frou-frou, let's do a mask and whatnot. It's doing work.
Oh my god, can we go get mani-pedis?
Dude, I need one.
I really do need a pedicure though.
So bad.
I do too. I don't need a mani though. I got my nails.
I do, but I'm
gonna put mine on tomorrow after I finish gardening.
There. No, but self-care is not selfish. I think that's an important thing. People think that because they start with they have the same prefix, that they have the same context, and they do not.
You cannot take care of everybody else if you were running on fumes. Trust me. I know how I know. I slept for 2 days.
You cannot.
She's been doing that.
Yeah, you cannot.
I'm also the one that got yelled at for trying to move a fridge because I got in the mood to clean.
Yeah.
After a car accident.
You cannot.
Yeah, you were trying to move a fridge by yourself, you ding dong.
Yeah, you cannot pour.
It's slidable.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you are not taking time to invest in yourself, how can you expect yourself to invest in others? If you don't take the time to fill up your cup, you have nothing to give to other cups.
You have to put your oxygen mask on before you can help others.
Yeah.
Who needs oxygen? Like, really?
That's overrated. Breathing's overrated.
Overrated. I mean, is it people, there could be aliens like flying past going, well, they're crazy. They live on a death world because it's toxic as fuck.
Okay, so I have a stupid question.
Real quick.
Okay, what's the question?
Throwback to the breathing comment. Shout out to Bubbles if you happen to catch this. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I go to work. I work for 8 hours. I commute 45 minutes each way. I go to the gym. I go to the grocery store. I make dinner. I take a shower. I get 7 hours of sleep a night. How and when am I supposed to make time for friends? Because it's hard.
So
I'm not
what
loving this for me.
so all right, so
I'm not
here's
even doing like hobbies right now.
here's number one. I commend you for taking the time out to go to the gym and for taking the time
Numero
out
uno.
and taking the time to shower regularly, because if anybody has ever dealt with any sort of depression,
Oh my god.
personal hygiene is
Showering is
one
the
of the
first thing to
first
go.
things to go. Personal hygiene is it's just so you literally
It's too
make
heavy.
you make mountains out of molehills. Okay, so I
Mhm.
want to commend you for doing that, because those are good self-care things that a lot of people overlook. But so have you had Raven's doing this? It's a trademark. Have you ever have you ever heard the discussion of or the nugget of knowledge that when you're driving in the car with your children, that if you're not talking to them, that's a missed opportunity?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Especially
so
because they're a captive audience and they can't run away from you.
yes, but the same can apply to making time for your friends. If all you have if all you have in your schedule, or you feel all that you have in your schedule is that time while you're driving, if you feel up to it, because sometimes driving for me, I'm listening to music and that's my decompression time. But if you are able to, you can use the driving time. If you're driving to work, you probably don't have your kids with you, you can take that time to connect with your friends. um Rain actually made a suggestion about, because there's three of us, we're a throuple, hey. um it's Harley, Rain, and Raven. Okay, so we not only have the overall friendship between the three of us, there's also a friendship between each of the individuals that needs to be nurtured. And so
Mhm.
what Rain actually suggested is, just like if you're married, you make time for your spouse. If you have children, you make time to spend with your kids. If you have friendships that you want to nurture, you make time to nurture those friendships in whatever form you can accommodate at the time. And so Rain brought up the idea of scheduling virtual coffee dates, and literally
Yeah, that's true.
just
I completely forgot about it.
schedule, you know, if, for example, for Raven, for her driving time, if she's not using that to decompress, like in the mornings, I usually listen to music, but once I get to the office, I get to my office at least an hour before I actually need to clock in for work. So I have that hour. I just use it as quiet time to finish waking up, because I'm very much not a morning person.
Not no,
But when
none of my co.
when
Mm-mm.
when the stars align, the three of us, or sometimes just two of the three of us, will get on a call together and we'll just catch up. And that is fine, because like I said, driving time, a lot of times while I'm driving is my decompression time. Which I know is strange, because it's like, if you've
It
ever
is strange,
Traffic?
especially if you're on the phone with her and you think that that's her decompression time.
um
I mean, yelling at traffic is cathartic,
It can be.
especially
Unless
when
you
you get
have-
to call somebody an uneducated swine because they pulled out in front of you.
an incompetent
Or
baboon.
you.
No, what's
Or you-
funny is, so Rain and I are usually
Last-
leaving for work at the same time in the morning. So we'll usually, like, whoever gets in the car first will call the other one. And
This week has been a shit show, because holy crap, if she wasn't running late, I was running late. If I was actually early, she was definitely running late. And
Yeah.
yeah.
but no, what's funny is I have my playlist going, and depending on the song, I might like not answer her until the song's over because I want to finish the song because I like it.
You've never told me that, but it doesn't bother me.
There,
I get it.
I'm like, no, this is too good to pause.
I am particular. Let's call
No
it that.
shit.
Let's call it that. So if I am listening to a song, my car, what it will do is it will lower the volume of the car audio to play the sound of a notification sound for your phone. if I'm in the middle of a song that I really enjoy and I get a text message or some other notification that makes the music go quiet so that I can hear the notification and then goes back up, I will restart the song because it is it's like the Emperor's New Groove. You threw off my groove. Sorry. Yeah, that's Harley in the morning.
I think she's
Just in the
actually
morning?
said that before. But I think it was directed at the Gremlins.
I mean, yeah.
I've said a lot of things to a
Yeah.
lot of people.
I had to read mine the riot act the other day, because
Oh, I loved
entire fucking household conspired to not let me sleep on a work night.
Them's fighting words.
So, Apprentice 2, their bedroom is directly above mine. They came downstairs to get a drink or something, and they noticed that Dara and I were in bed and all the lights are off, which means we're going to sleep. Somehow, between getting their drink and going back up to their room, they forgot about that and got on a game and were just the loudest gremlin ever. And then, right about then, is when Apprentice 1 came home from work, and he decides that he needs to slam in and out of the front door 5,000 or 6,000 times. And our next door neighbor was drunk and had lost her DoorDash quesadilla somehow. And so she's texting Dar and I, and my phone is on my nightstand, and I have it on silent, but it's still vibrating, and it's still making things rattle on my nightstand, and I lost my shit on everybody. Because I wanted to kill them all. The only one that did not make a peep was Apprentice 1.5.
That's because Apprentice 1.5 doesn't
make scared of me.
Make many peeps.
Yeah.
Apprentice 1.5 doesn't make many peeps.
No, he does not. But yeah, it was. I'm like, y'all.
The riot act was real, and I got the I'm venting to you version. And if you know anything about us, it is good to know that you are not on the receiving end of that beforehand, because there are times you're going to be like, wait, hold on, I don't need to get defensive because this isn't for me. They're just venting to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was tired as shit, and I'm still had to go to work because I'm saving up vacation time for a bucket list trip in the fall. And my family needs to understand that me being able to go to work earns the money that provides the things they like. So fucking let me sleep.
Yeah. Apprentice 2 was so confused.
Oh man. They were apologizing up a storm. How can I make up for it? I'm like, well, you can't give me my sleep back. I don't know.
It is a very, if you interfere with my sleep,
oh dear God,
the odds be ever in your favor, because that is a very, very dangerous, treacherous road to take. And you will not make it out the same.
No.
Like, it's like at the beginning of The Hobbit. If you do come back, you will never be the same. Yeah.
Exactly.
And this is true, because as we've mentioned before, Harley did live with me for a time. If she had to get woken up, one, I would sick the dogs on her. Especially Hex.
Yeah, because she's not likely to throw them.
Oh no, she almost did.
I'm
I'll be like,
sure I did a leg press on one.
Yeah, he didn't know what to think. He didn't know what to think. And then I'll go in there, Harley. And then if I still couldn't get her up, like, Captain, you're up.
Woman. That's terrifying. That, huh? Funny. Sorry, gotta stop. Story time.
Is this when you were out smoking?
Yes.
Okay.
So although I do sleep, and I sleep heavy, there are some times that I will wake up at random times throughout the night. And I usually, what I have gotten in the habit of doing is, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll, if I need to go to the bathroom, I'll go to the bathroom, and I will go and smoke a cigarette. And I'll just, basically give my brain time to shut off, because I've woken up because my brain has decided it's time to fucking do jazzercise. Okay? So I will So I was in the backyard at Rain's house, and it was a sliding glass door, and there was an outside light, but it's one of those outside like yellow lights, so it you can see, but it's not like fluorescent. Um, so I'm sitting outside the sliding glass door, sitting in a chair, just smoking a cig, right? And I turn, and the light in the kitchen, which was where the sliding door connected, was off, but the light further in was on. So everything was backlit. So I happened to look over, and Captain is not a small man.
No, he's
I
like
happened
six
to look
four.
over, and I'm sitting down, and mind you, all right, um, the shit that's going through my brain is, I really hope nobody jumps the fence running from the cops and kills me. That is the shit that's going through my brain.
Oh my God.
It was the middle of the night. It was creepy quiet. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what would I do if that happened? I'd be screwed. I could scream. I was like, I could scream and Captain would hear me. But that's what's going through my mind, is that somebody is going to jump the fence running from the cops, or running away from doing some illicit, illegal activity, and they're going to see me and they're going to be like, witness, done. And so, give no witnesses. So I was like, I'm already kind of like, scanning my environment. And on one of the scans, I catch out of my peripherals, this looming figure, shadowy figure, approaching the sliding glass door. I damn near
Scream.
I almost screamed, but then I was like, nope, survival instinct, don't scream, don't draw attention to yourself. But what I did almost do is, because I like jumped, I was in a folding chair.
Oh no.
One of the camping folding chairs.
Yeah, it was a camping folding chair. So I just jumped, and that shit was like, hey, Leaning Tower. I was like, ugh! And but I didn't fall. Captain sees this, like it during this entire process, my brain is like, ugh! And then after, the trauma, I was like, oh, it's Captain. He slides open the door and he's like, you good? And I was like, fuck you, no, I'm not. You almost scared the shit out of me. And he starts laughing. He was like, I was trying not to move too fast to scare you. I was like, well, moving slow didn't help.
You failed miserably.
Oh, it scared the life out of me. Oh God. But it was fun. It was funny. But yeah, that's a fun story about living with Rain and Captain. Is I almost needed Depends.
Yeah.
He was asleep when I walked out. That's why I didn't think. That's why it didn't occur to me that he would be walking right away.
No, Captain he is not a hard sleeper. He's a light sleeper. He wakes up with every fucking sound.
He does, and he likes to say that as soon as his feet hit the floor, he's awake. So,
and it's true.
And so I
unless he has taken pain meds.
So I try to be cognizant of that, and I try to make sure, because you're used to the sounds of your house, right? So I was a new resident in the household, so I was a new class of sound. So I tried to make sure.
Because you had the red tag puppies.
Yeah. So I was trying to be cognizant of that. So I would come down, if I came down the stairs and he was sleeping, he would usually fall asleep in his recliner, which is kind of funny. But so I would try to not make a whole bunch of noise, because I really didn't want to disturb his sleep. Like I hate it when someone does it to me, so I try not to do it to others. So he was asleep, or he was still reclined and chillaxed when I walked out into the backyard. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, his feet haven't hit the floor. He's not awake. He's not awake yet. So, okay, I'll just be quiet. I don't know what happened between then And after I was sitting in the chair, but all of a sudden his feet were on the floor and he was like, there's somebody in my backyard. Let me go see what's going on. It scared the hell out of me.
So, okay. I just had a thought. I know that's terrifying.
Mhm.
When's the last time that we had a beach trip? 22?
2023? 22?
Mm-hmm.
It's been
22.
a hot minute.
We
We
do.
should fix that.
We need to have a weekend trip. We can, you know what? We can do a weekend trip.
Uh-huh.
We can do a
I'm
weekend
good
trip.
with that.
We can do a weekend trip, and I don't care if we stay in a Motel 6, as long as there's air conditioning and not bugs.
And not people having sex in the pool.
Yeah,
Totally fair.
I would
Totally fair.
prefer not to experience herpes in my eyes, personally.
Right? Somebody else's bodily fluids that I did not sign up for?
Yeah, ew. What do
I
you think this is?
know.
Quest Diagnostics? Get out of here.
I'm like, if you two didn't have to be in person for work, I would totally make you guys come with me on a work trip because, okay, so I have to travel for work at least 8 times a year, which is fine. I don't mind the travel. But all of my colleagues are like non-people people. And so, but when the workday is over, so are they. And they're all like, no, we don't want to go get dinner together. I want to go back to my hotel room and do homework and DoorDash something and not be around anybody. And I'm like, but I'm bored because I can't watch any of my shows because I don't have Dar with me. And if I watch them without him, I'm the bad guy. And then I have no room to get mad at him for doing it. No, I get bored. So last time I just walked around downtown for like 45 minutes walking, which, by the way, didn't hurt. It was so awesome. But yeah, it gets boring. And you guys would fucking love karaoke. Oh my god, it is so much fun. You don't have to sing, you just have to come. That's my mantra.
I can
Every
do
new
that.
hire gets told the same thing. You have to come to karaoke. You don't have to sing. You just have to come hang out.
That sounds fun.
There's one guy last time did a Pink Pony Club, and which was hilarious. And then the next day I went to the aquarium, and you got to stop and look at the stuff in the gift shop, right? Well, they had a seahorse sticker and it said Pink Pony Club. And I was like, oh, I got to get that for my laptop.
Aw.
So I did.
Yep.
And my profile pic is another sticker I got for my laptop, but it's too big. I didn't realize it was going to be that big. I don't know where to put it now. Maybe on my water bottle.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And I got a Q1. It's a little cartoon dumpster on fire. And it says, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And I got matching earrings.
I have a phone case that I got, and it says "surviving purely out of spite."
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Yep.
pin that says that.
Hell,
I actually made stickers that say that.
yeah.
It's a raven lifting weights.
Cute.
That's just me. No, we need to do something.
We do.
Like I'm not getting burnt out. Like I really do enjoy my job. I enjoy the people I work with. Like when I first got this job, it was 100% in person, and I was gonna keep looking. You know, I accepted the job because I needed a job. And I was gonna keep looking. And then my first day in person, and I met everybody. I was like, okay, I'm done looking. This works. And one of my coworkers wasn't able to be on the last work trip because she had a prearranged personal trip. And I was like, you deserve it, but I'm still mad at you. Dude, her not being there, I missed the hell out of her. Holy shit.
Aw.
She's just, you guys haven't met her yet, but she has 0 fucks to give. And that is her favorite word. And I love her for that so much. And she knows so much about our program and how to keep our head dude in line and keep him from squirreling. And that was sorely missed. Holy shit. Because I had to do that. I had to keep him from squirreling. And it's hard as shit. I actually tasked 3 people. I was like, if he leaves this room, you text me right away. Tell me where he went.
You tell me right now.
Yeah, because he squirrels.
This trip, because it was like the 3rd trip she's gone on with this company. This is the only trip that she didn't talk as regularly because she was done after the workday.
Oh my God, it was,
And that
I don't
does
know
not
what
happen.
was, I don't know what was up with this last one, but we were like, 10-hour days. And by the time the day got over, I was just exhausted.
Mm.
But, you know, then you do something like a ghost tour or karaoke or find a shitty place to get seafood, which I gotta find a better place. That place sucks.
Mm. No bueno.
I
Go
know.
on Reddit.
Hmm?
Go on Reddit.
Raven,
Yeah, because TripAdvisor is only great for like the touristy stuff. I don't want the touristy stuff.
Raven, your phone's
Like if
not
you
muted.
live there, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Like if you live there, you're gonna know the good places to go spend your money on food, right? That's what
Right.
I want. I don't want Bubba Gump. I don't want Hard Rock Cafe. I can get those at home if I really want them, but I don't want them. I want something yummy that's local.
Mm-hmm.
TripAdvisor sucks for that.
Hole in the wall place that we found on our last
Yes.
beach trip. That was so
Yes. Yes, that was awesome. Something like that. But we end up staying, like, our conferences are usually downtown, so that kind of limits your hole in the wall options a little bit.
Sometimes, but
not in the summer.
sometimes it actually works out because sometimes there will be like family owned restaurants that have been there since downtown was not downtown.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually the karaoke place we found last time. It was just this cute little neighborhood Irish bar, and it's a Wednesday night, so we're the only ones in it. It was awesome.
Cool.
It was so cute. I actually bought a t-shirt from them.
Aw.
I was on a t-shirt spree last trip. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, we need to.
Yes, we need a trip.
Yes, we need to have a trip. We're gonna have an MOC trip. MOC, by the
We need to
way.
fill our scheduled coffee.
Yes, we do. We do. We're gonna. How about this? We're gonna let our audience hold us accountable. So if you are listening or watching this episode, send us a message.
Let's check back.
Yeah, send us a message and say, "Hey, did you guys schedule your coffee dates?"
Yeah, did y'all do what you promised?
Because
hit us up on any of our socials.
Well, not just that, but how do you guys keep your friendships and
Seriously,
outside your home social circles going? Because yeah, you can have friends at work, but at the same time, work friends and friends are not the same. Some may start there, but
they don't always mix.
Yeah,
like
no,
seriously, we all met because honestly, Harley and I met because of her husband. Her husband and I stayed friends longer than we probably would have because our kids were the same age. Raven and I met because of our kids. And what's funny is now they're not friends. None of them are friends anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of our kids are friends anymore. But we're still like, ha ha. Now you have to sit with somebody that you don't know or you don't care for. No,
that's funny.
But you know what?
Apprentice 2 is they've got a surgery next week, and so it's gonna there's recovery time, right? So they are trying to get out of the house all the time up until then because they know that they're gonna go stir crazy. And I'm like, can I just run an errand by myself just once, please?
Yeah.
But I feel bad.
Yeah. No, makes sense.
Like I had to before we started recording, I had to take them to Walmart because they were looking for like a foldable lap desk for like the week or two when they're not going to be able to get out of bed.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, at least they're planning ahead. That's smart.
Yeah, they are. They've actually put a lot of thought into this, like a lot. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm the cost of their surgery, luckily, and I understand how privileged this makes me sound and how lucky I am, but we were actually able to shoulder that cost. So what I did was I used it to get more travel points on one of my cards. So I paid for the surgery on the card, and so that gave me a shit ton of points. And then with the account that we were able to close out, I'm paying off the card, so now there's no balance on that card, and I got all the points.
Yay! All right. Well, I think I know it's a little bit of a short shorter episode, but I feel like there's only so many ways that we can say this. Take time for yourself. And yourself doesn't mean selfish time. Yourself doesn't have to mean alone
No.
time. Taking time for yourself could mean going and engaging with people you actually want to engage with, as opposed to the PTA moms who have nothing to do except for make fucking
Oh God.
custom
Oh
sized
God. Oh God.
brownies every freaking holiday.
And live, laugh, love tumblers.
Oh God. Ugh. Sorry to anybody.
Ye-
No
ye-
judgment. No judgment, but a little bit. A little bit of judgment.
Okay, a little bit of judgment. A little bit of judgment. Like I do craft fairs, and every 2/10 is somebody selling live, laugh, love tumblers, or the Southern Chic, and I'm like, I'm just so fucking over it. You guys are all so cookie cutter and generic and uninspired. I'm over it. No, I was gonna say, you have to think of your relationships as a garden, okay? Like, for example, Dar has discovered a love of orchids, which I think is just so cute. Like, every time we go to the store, he has to go look at the orchids, and he's got like 5 or 6 upstairs in his office. And you know what happens if he does not water those, or if he doesn't feed them? They die. Your relationships are like that too. They need food and water. And so do you, bitch. Get outside and drink some sun and some water. Holy shit.
Yeah. For realsies.
How do I drink sun?
You
Is that
have
like
to
a
let No, not like a Capri Sun. You have to go. You're basically a fucking dramatic houseplant. Get outside.
Pretty much.
dude? I prefer that I'm a meat mech.
I know, but you're still a dramatic houseplant who needs sunlight,
No, I don't. I'm
and you need to
pale
go
for
touch grass. Mhm.
that. It's icky.
Did you plant those cannas, by the way?
Yeah, but they haven't
Okay.
come back to life yet.
All right.
You might have to give them some actual dirt.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages.
Children of all ages.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. I apologize if you were trying to tune into the live. We were running late because of technical difficulties, and again, you may or may not be
We were
privy,
on time.
you may or may not be privy to the first 2 minutes of me just ranting about technology. But in any event,
How much it hits her.
hit us up on our socials, and we will hopefully have things more ironed out next week so that our live can run a little more smoothly,
Maybe.
and we can
Maybe.
hopefully see some beautiful faces. Jump in the live. Look us up. Find us. We're there. We're loud. We're hard to miss. All right. Bye, everybody.
You can also send us an
Bye.
email on our website, mocmediatx.com, if you can't find us on our socials, which I find hard to believe, but whatever.
Facts. All right. Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye.